Now, with the heavy rush of pilgrims at Sabarimala, there's absolutely chaos. There's in fact absolute chaos and massive protests by devotees unsatisfied by the arrangements in place. The Kerala High Court held a special sitting and directed the police and the Travancore Devotees board to take necessary steps to provide water, snacks and other facilities. And in order to control the chaos, the High Court has also directed that pilgrims who booked through the virtual queue system and spot booking facilities should be only allowed to visit the temple, even as the authorities had earlier decided to restrict the daily limit of pilgrims to Sabarimala to 80,000. Over 1 lakh pilgrims were reportedly allowed inside. This triggered protests by pilgrims at some places alleging no basic amenities were available. Many pilgrims had to spend more than 10 hours in vehicles stranded on roads. Owing to the heavy rush of pilgrims at the Pamba and Nilakal base camps, police were also forced to regulate vehicles to Sabarimala from distant spots. So, of course, viewers, those visuals on your screen showcasing the chaos that has in fact uproared. My colleague Madhu Sharma joins us on the broadcast to give us more on this. Madhu, over to you. What more details can you share with our viewers?
Yeah, Sabri, with the heavy rush of the pilgrims at Sabarimala yet again leading to a chaos and protest by devotees, the Kerala High Court had held a special sitting on the Christmas Day and directed the police and the Travancore Devotees board to take necessary steps to provide water, snacks and other facilities. And even as the authorities had earlier decided to restrict the daily limit of pilgrims to Sabarimala to 80,000 in view of the recent chaos, on Sunday, over 1 lakh pilgrims were reportedly allowed inside the temple premises, and owing to heavy rush of the pilgrim, the Padma and the Nikal base camp police, at the Padma and the Nilakal base camps, the police were forced to regulate vehicles to Sabarimala from distant spots, and this triggered protest by the pilgrims at some, alleging that no basic amenities were available, and many pilgrims had to spend more than 10 hours in the vehicle, and vehicles were stranded on roads. And the High Court directed that the pilgrims who booked through the virtual queue system and spot booking facilities should be allowed to visit the temple. And the police and the Devoswam board were directed to ensure basic amenities to the pilgrims. The state police chief was directed to personally look into this matter. And earlier this month, if we see, we've seen that the High Court, the HC, the Devoswam bench had taken a serious note of the chaos caused by the heavy rush of the devotees at the temple, and Tamil Nadu government had even written to the Kerala government to avoid difficulties to hundreds of pilgrims from the states, from their states visiting the hill shrine.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.